Let's create a meal plan that can actually boost your metabolism and really help you on this weight loss journey. Welcome back, Weight Warriors. If you're someone who's on a fat loss journey like I am, or you're planning to start one, you're in the right place. I'm Mike. I'm a fat guy who's trying to not be fat anymore by making lifestyle changes. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about meal planning, but not just any kind of meal planning or, kind of the boring meal prep kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about a meal plan with the specific goal of trying to boost your metabolism. And really quick, boosting metabolism is kind of a hot phrase nowadays, but really what we're talking about is your metabolic rate and how we can increase that metabolic rate as much as we can safely while you're on a weight loss journey, so you can make the most of every meal, every moment, and really try to get to where you're trying to go as quickly as possible. Even though, keep in mind, we're talking about lifestyle changes, not fad diets, not quick fixes. These are things for the long term, but we want to be as close to, as good as we can get it if we can, get as much juice out of the squeeze as we possibly can. So when it comes to meal planning, it's crucial to understand your dietary needs, and factors like age, gender, activity level, and overall health play a significant role in determining what your body needs. So let's make sure you assess your unique needs when you create this meal plan that works for you. And metabolism and nutrition. Of course, these two things go hand in hand, the dynamic duo we got here. Your metabolism really depends on the right balance of macronutrients and micronutrients to really function optimally in this weight loss journey. And again, when we say macronutrients, think of things like carbs, proteins, fats. These are the fuel that fuels this metabolic engine that you got going on. And micronutrients are things like vitamins and minerals that I want to say they kind of play a little bit of a behind the scenes thing, but they're also very important, and you can get all your micros if you have a diverse diet of nutrient rich foods, mostly coming from whole foods. And when we start looking at a meal plan, to try to make sure that you set that meal plan up in a smart way, and kind of like we talk about SMART goals. And again, a recap of what a SMART goal is it must be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So, mostly if you can do this when it comes to your meal planning, try to make it as smart as possible. And remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, so try to be, like I said, realistic when you're making this meal plan up so you can conquer this one step at a time. So getting into your meal plan, really where do you start with it is you just start by determining what your calorie needs are. So what is your daily calorie requirement that are based on your goals and your current body type? So you can do this by calculating out your TDEE. It's really easy. You do this online with an online calculator, and then you try to focus on distributing your macronutrients, again, those carbs, proteins, and fats, in a way that suits your lifestyle and preferences. And when we talk about these macronutrients, like I said, this is, I would say, a little bit more of an advanced level of nutrition. Not if you're just starting this out, I wouldn't say that you really, when you're looking at making this meal plan, macros are, I would say, level 2. Start with level 1, focusing on those calories, like I said, that TDEE, and make sure you're doing all you can on this weight loss journey to not exceed that and not also drop it to an extreme level. And if you're curious on TDEE and how many calories you should eat in a deficit, I've made a video on that. Feel free to check it out on the channel. Now, after you figured out your TDEE, and if you're looking at your macro and micronutrients, what you want to do now now this is the boosting of the metabolism part. What you want to do is you want to prioritize protein. Protein has a higher thermic effect, so it actually burns more calories while digesting protein compared to the other two macronutrients. Now, you need to be reasonable when you do this, so don't go crazy and just try to eat nothing but protein. And the carnivore diet's gaining traction, but I don't think that's the right solution for everyone. So try to eat a reasonable amount of protein, but a protein focused diet. So ideally, what the research is showing nowadays is you want to be somewhere between 0.7 and 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then make sure that you get enough fat in your diet, because fat and protein are both essential to your body's functioning properly. And then you can fill the rest with carbs. Carbs are not necessary, but they absolutely help you when it comes to your activity level. And again, if you're doing any sort of HIIT or cardio or resistance training, you absolutely should be having carbs for those workouts to get the most bang for your buck for that time you're going to be doing activity. And there are some practical strategies when it comes to boosting your metabolism through your diet. And I would say that is try to have 5 to maybe 10 meals that you absolutely know by heart. You know the calories, you know the macros, you know everything about them. They're relatively simple, and you can rotate those 5 to 10 meals based on what you have, what you went to the grocery store anyways, but try to make it as easy on yourself as possible so you don't need to be recalculating this every single time. Also, you could look at meal prepping. I mean, there are some meal planning strategies that really can be a game changer when it comes to, like I said, batch cooking and, like I said, meal prepping, but this isn't for everyone, and really it does take a big time commitment to put out those meals. And also, like I said, me personally, I'm not a big fan of meal prepping because it does take so much time and it does really not taste as good. I mean, who wants to have chicken breast that's been in the fridge for like 3 days? I don't know if that's the most healthy thing, and I don't really like the whole ritual of setting out the trays, and I don't know, it's just personally it's not for me, but a lot of people have some success with that. So it does save time when you do things in bulk, but it is still a big time commitment for that time that you do it. So it's up to you. If you want to try it, go for it. Some people have great results, and you can do a really nutritious meal, plan everything out and measure everything and make sure everything is equal, and make sure you're getting that variety of nutrient dense food that keeps things interesting and mostly nourishing, even if I would say taste suffers from being in the fridge for a few days. Like I said, I don't think meal prepping is that exciting, but if you do want to keep things exciting, definitely subscribe to Weight Warriors and like this video if you are subscribed, or well, even if you're not subscribed, you should be subscribed, but like this video anyways, and definitely comment down below if you are a fan of meal prepping or if you'd prefer to do it one meal at a time like I usually do. Now, next up when it comes to this whole process is monitoring your progress. Try to keep a journal and use tracking tools to stay accountable and on track when it comes to your meals, snacks, and really all of your calorie intake. Regular assessments of your TDEE and other things can help fine-tune your meal plan so you can make adjustments as needed. And it's kind of like having your own little personal food coach. You know, it definitely helps when you have all the data, and even if you do bring on a nutritional coach, you can share that data with them. So it's all good things, and it really doesn't take that much time. If you do it for a couple weeks, you learn a lot. And again, when it comes to personalized meal planning, seeking professional guidance is really a wise move here. I personally have a nutritional coach, and I definitely recommend you bring one on. These experts are pretty awesome in their field, and they can really help provide a personalized advice and support. So don't hesitate to reach out to a qualified professional nutritional coach, somebody who can help you in your weight loss journey. And remember that it's all about nourishing your body here, not just shedding weight as quickly as you can. That this is a marathon, not a sprint. So again, try to set realistic goals and make adjustments along the way, and now go and rock that meal plan and try to maintain your metabolism as much as you can along the way.